Okay, Hare Krishna, planet Earth. This is the part three of Srimate Radharani's Appearance Day lecture by Lord Srila Prabhupada, the new savior of the planet for the next 10,000 years. He's speaking about the intimate knowledge of the female form of God, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Sri Krishna. So we're going to listen to part three. I think this might be the last part. If not, we have one more part to go. Okay? Hare Krishna.
Imam Tattva. On the background, there is Krishna. Maya Tapsena Prakriti. Prakriti means this material energy. Similarly, this is external energy. Similarly, there is another energy, which is internal energy. By the internal energy, the spiritual world is being manifested. Parastasmatu bhava anna, another energy. Para, superior, transcendental, spiritual world. And this material world is being manipulated under the external energy. Similarly, the spiritual world is also conducted by the internal potency. That internal potency is Radharani. Radharani, today is Radharani's appearance day. So we should try to understand Radharani's future. Radharani is the pleasure potency, Alladini Shakti. Anandamaya Vyathat in the Vedanta Sutra, the absolute truth is described as Anandamaya, always in pleasure potency. That Anandamaya, pleasure potency, just like Ananda, when you want Ananda, pleasure, you cannot have it alone. Alone you cannot enjoy. When you are in the circles of friends or family or other associates, you feel pleasure. Just like I am speaking, the speaking is very pleasing when there are many persons here. I cannot speak alone here. That is not Ananda. I can speak here at night, dead of night, nobody here. That is not Ananda. Ananda means there must be others. Because Krishna, the absolute truth, is Anandamaya, therefore Ekam Bahushyama, he has become many. We are also Krishna's part and parcel to give pleasure to Krishna. And the chief pleasure potency is Radharani. Radha Krishna Pranaya Vikiti, Alladini Shakti, Asmat, Ekatmanamavi Bhuvo, Deho Bhido Gato. चैतन्नाथ प्रकट मधुरा तद्गयं चैकम आप्तम राधा भाव सुगलितम नमामि कृष्ण स्वरूपम. So we have described about the Radha Krishna loving affair in our teachings of Lord Chaitanya in page 264. If you have got this book, you can read it. How the reciprocation and loving affairs of Radha Krishna is there, transcendent. So our today prayer to Radharani, we pray to Radharani because she is the pleasure potency of Krishna. Krishna means all attractive, but Radharani is so great that she attracts Krishna. Krishna is unattractive and she is attractive of Krishna. So what is the position of Srimate Radharani? We should try to understand this day and offer our obeisances to Radharani. Radhe Vrindavaneshwari, Taptakanchana Gaurangi, Radhe Vrindavaneshwari, Vrishabhanusute Devi, Pranamami Haritri. Our business is, Radharani, you are so dear to Krishna. You are the daughter of King Vrishabhanu, and you are so dear to Krishna. So we offer our respectful obeisances unto you. Taptakanchana Gaurangi, Radhe Vrindavaneshwari, Vrishabhanusute Devi, Pranamami Haripriya. Radharani is Haripriya, very dear to Krishna. So, if we approach Krishna through Radharani, through the mercy of Radharani, then it becomes very easy. If Radharani recommends that this devotee is very nice, then Krishna immediately accepts, however fool I may be. Because it is recommended by Radharani, Krishna accepts. Therefore in Vrindavan, you find all the devotees, they are chanting more Radharani's name than Krishna. Wherever you go, you'll find the devotees are addressing Jai Radhe. You'll find still in Vrindavan. They are glorifying Radharani. They are more interested worshipping Radharani. Because however fallen I may be, if somehow or other I can please Radharani, then it is very easy for me to understand Krishna. Otherwise, Manusyanam sahasresi kashchit jatati siddhaye jatatam api siddhyana kashchit veti mam tattva. If you go by this speculative process to understand Krishna, it will take many, many lives. But if you take devotional service, just try to please Radharani, and Krishna will be gotten very easy. Because Radharani can deliver Krishna. She is so great, devotee, the emblem of Mahabharata. Even Krishna cannot understand what is Radharani's quality. Even Krishna, although he says, Vedaham Samititani, I know everything, still he fails to understand Radharani. Radharani is so great. He says that actually Krishna knows everything. In order to understand Radharani, Krishna accepted the position of Radharani. Krishna wanted to understand the potency of Radharani. Krishna thought that I am full, I am complete in every respect, but still I want to understand Radharani. Why? This propensity made Krishna obliged to accept the propensities of Radharani to understand Krishna himself. These are of course very transcendental great science. One who is advanced in Krishna consciousness and well conversant with the Shastras, they can understand. But still we can discuss from the Shastra. When Krishna wanted to understand himself, he took the tendency of Srimate Radharani And that is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Radha Bhava Duti Subalitam. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Krishna, but he has accepted the propensities of Radharani. As Radharani is always in feelings of separation of Krishna. Similarly, in the position of Radharani, Lord Chaitanya was feeling separation of Krishna. That is the teachings of Lord Chaitanya. Feelings of separation, not meeting. The process of devotional service taught by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and his disciple successor is how to feel separation from Krishna. That is Radharani's position. Always feeling the separation. The Goswami, they also, when they were in Vrindavan, they never said that I have seen Krishna. Although they are the most perfect, they never said that I have seen Krishna. Their prayers was like this. He Radhi Brajadevi ki chalalite. He Nanda Suna Kutaha. He Radhe, Radharani. He Radhi Brajadevi ki chalalite. Radharani does not remain alone. He remains always with his friends, Brajadevi, Lalita, Vishakha, and other damsels of Vrindavan. So the Goswamis are praying in a mature stage. When they are living at Vrindavan, they are praying in this way. He Radhe, Brajadevi ke cha lalite. He Nanda Suna Kutaha. Where, Radharani, where you are? Where are your associates? Where you are, Nanda Suna, the son of Nanda Maharaj, Krishna? Where you are all? That's searching after. They never said, I have seen Krishna dancing with the gopis. Last night I saw. There. This is Sahaja. This is not mature devotee. This is called, they are called Sahaja. They take everything very cheap. Krishna very cheap, Radharani very cheap. As if they can see every night.
Okay, so we are going to have a part 4 of our recording. Lord Srila Prabhupada is going to continue. That was part 3. Lord Srila Prabhupada is going to continue with part 4. Even if you can't understand his accent, you should listen very closely because he's being a pure devotee. His voice, even his voice purifies you. Even if he was speaking another language, eventually you understand what he's saying. Okay, so we're going to get ready for part 4. Hare Krishna, all glory to Srimate Radharani.